Hey everybody, Casey here with Life Abstract Gaming, and I just finished the second season of the Netflix anime adaptation for Castlevania. Here are my thoughts.
My generals, in killing my wife,
Please!
humanity has proven to me that they don't deserve the earth. We will scour them off the land.
My father, he's gone mad. And now he's going to destroy the world. Imagine it. A world without humans. Under endless night.
My God.
Dracula has to be destroyed. We can't fail.
Stand back.
We're all gonna die! All of us! Enough!
Konami's Castlevania series is solidified as one of the most influential games in the industry. The action platform genre it helped popularize is lovingly referred to as Metroidvania, fusing the games Metroid and Castlevania together. Though the series has in more recent years gone dormant, Konami has found ways to make money off of its stable of video game IPs regardless. Enter the Netflix deal for an original anime adaptation of the game's story. If this had been a live-action adaptation, fans would have had clear cause to worry, but Netflix's anime offerings have been much more well-received, and Castlevania is probably one of the best in their stable right now, going off of Season 1. There's tons of Castlevania lore spread across a staggering 31 games, some of which are reboots and retellings of the core plot, but that's still a lot of history to cover. Luckily, since it's a TV series, there's more than just a couple of hours that can be used to tell the story. Curiously though, the first season was only given a paltry 4 episodes, but still managed to set up a very interesting backdrop for the follow-up, which had double the episodes to work with. That's 8 if you're as bad at math as I am. The TV show focuses on the events of Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse, and some of Castlevania Curse of Darkness. It also references a bunch of events from outside that window, but the Trevor Belmont adventure to defeat Dracula is the main inspiration. And though there are games that take place before these events, I feel like it was the perfect place to start. The season does a fantastic job teaching you about the histories of its main characters. Similarly to Season 1, which focused on the main bad guy Dracula, as well as the main good guys Trevor, Alucard, and Sypha, Season 2 takes its time introducing you to Dracula's inner court, a small assembly of vampires, and 2 humans, Hector and Isaac, who hate humanity enough to help wipe them out. While most of the vampires look cool and interesting, only 2 of them actually matter, Godbrand and Carmilla. The internal politics and ulterior motives of the different characters start to clash in very Game of Thrones inspired ways, and while not as intricate, I found the scheming to be really interesting. Dracula himself is mostly withdrawn, due to reasons that are explored later, but he comes back in full force near the end. The pace of the story for the heroes does seem to take a hit due to the heavy focus on Dracula's generals, but I didn't mind it so much due to how well they were fleshed out in the first season. Little by little though, the group starts to bond and things really come together for them in the amazing fight scenes. Each one of them is highly capable and dependable pieces of a whole. Watching their combat synergy endeared me to them in a way that additional exposition just couldn't. I do want to call more attention to the fight animation here because it's really exceptional. Sypha's magical abilities are genuinely impressive and are utilized for fighting in ways that both make sense and are entertaining to watch, unlike a lot of magic-based combat in anime and other media in general. Alucard gets to show off some nostalgia-inducing abilities and has some very impressive fights of his own, as well as a terrific hand-to-hand brawl with his old man. But Trevor steals every fight scene he's a part of in my opinion. The level of detail and precision shown off in the way he manipulates his whip is probably my favorite part of the entire series. His desperate solo fight against a horde of creatures has him grabbing hold of anything at his disposal to keep them at bay, and is a testament to the talent of the American animation studios Frederator and Powerhouse that worked on it. Things wrap up in a satisfying way, but still leave enough loose ends to build on future seasons, which I hope we get to see. The amount of story and characters there are in the Castlevania universe lends itself to a lineage of follow-up series a la JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but as for now, Castlevania is doing everything right. I would go so far as to say that non-video game or anime fans could find a lot to like about this series and should definitely check it out. It probably wouldn't even be a stretch to call Castlevania the best video game adaptation ever. And with a possible Legend of Zelda animated series floating around, I hope they're all taking notes. So, have you watched Castlevania? What are your thoughts on the series so far? Are there any other game to anime adaptations that you think were a success? Let us know. We're listening.